I'm Deepesh Patel, editor at Trade Finance Global, reporting from Sibos Toronto. Delighted to be joined by Ben Ellis, SVP, Global Head of Visa B2B Connect. Ben, welcome to Trade Finance Talks.
Terrific. It is fantastic to be here. It's fantastic to be in Toronto.
Yeah, and 1 year since we last spoke, I think the main three keywords of Sibos have been transparency, speed, and security. And I've heard that there's been a SWIFT partnership with Visa. Wondering if you could explain that in a bit more detail.
Well, I'd be happy to. And those three things are three things that are core to payments everywhere. They're core to what we do. And it really consists of three components. There's a component which is around pre-validation, which means that if you are sending a payment and there perhaps is an error or a mistake on the account number or on the beneficiary name to whom you're sending it to, instead of having it go all the way through and only finding out when you reach the beneficiary that the mistake is made, you can actually check that ahead of time before the payment gets sent. And it's one of these things where an ounce of prevention can prevent a pound of pain at the end. And it's a terrific trade-off between a little bit of work up front versus a tremendous amount of value. Again, predictability, transparency, it helps a lot with that. The second part is around GPI data. So how do you provide traceability of the payment all the way through, right? And the ability to say, where is the payment, when it arrives, how will it get there, in what way before it arrives, what's the status. The partnership that we've announced with SWIFT will tremendously help us with that as well too. Then the third part is around Alliance Cloud and how does Visa move over time its connection with SWIFT from where we are today to more of a cloud-based connection, which will enable a streamlined connection, better upgrades, and really making sure that we can maintain the latest and greatest of what SWIFT has to offer.
Thank you very much, Ben. And what does this actually mean for making money movement simpler?
Well, what it means in terms of the services and offers that we can provide to our clients is less friction, because if there is a mistake that's made up front in the payment, it gets identified earlier and it can be fixed earlier, which means that the money flows through faster, it flows through in a more straight-through way, and it flows through with fewer mistakes. It also means more transparency. So what that means is that if there's a question about the status of the payment en route, that can be checked and verified and understood. So it's all of those types of things to improve the quality, transparency, speed, reliability, predictability of payments, really, that this will help us do.
Faster, more transparency, more security. That was Ben Ellis at Visa talking to us on Trade Finance Talks TV at Sibos Toronto. Thank you.